The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Keith in Philadelphia. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, a couple things, Tom. Number one, I started listening to you in 2001 and never stopped. Yep, and I owe you a lot, my family as well. Okay, this is the first time I'm calling.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. And, of course, let's make it a great 2012. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think. And we don't have to say what we want. We assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could you do that? You should know. Bottom line, folks, keep it black and white. Get rid of that grayness in your life. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 139, NASDAQ off 25, S&P's off 15, gold contract down $40, trading at $1,554 an ounce. Silver off $1.71 at $27.03. Platinum down $53 at $1,380 an ounce. Copper down $5.5 pennies rather at $3.35 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1.84, trading out at $99.50. Bonds up a point and 22 ticks at 144.04. King dollar up 79 ticks at 80.92. Euro off 134 at 129.37, and the yen is up 4 at 77.92. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. You're back $15. You did 536 million shares. Now, what you're doing here, folks, is this. You're coming into the December 20th level, which is 1242 high. You came into the November 30th level, which is the top of that is 1247. Now, those areas there, when we deal with the December 20th or November 30th, what you're going to see is on the 20th we did 947 million, and November 30th you did 1.6 billion. So what you're actually doing here, if you're a bull, you're going to like this, because what you're actually doing is that you came back into those areas, you came back in with lighter volume, and the way this is set up right now, it's set up to still go after the 1292.66, which was the October 27th highs. That's your S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. Same setup in the Dow. What the Dow's done is this. You're back $139. The highs of the December 20th level is 12,117. You're at 12,151. The highs of the November 30th is 12,045. So you can still come back in there with lighter volume. Bottom line, Dow will be back up there too. NASDAQ Composite. Now, this is no doubt the weak dog. What does the composite do? Same deal. The composite came back into the 2589 level, and the low of the strength on the 30th was 2582. That can absolutely fill that whole gap, which is 2542. We did 1 million shares. That 1 million shares is coming into the, let's see, so you get the 21st of December and the 30th of November. When you take a look at this, you got the 21st, which is 1.8 billion. So you come in backing down 1 billion versus the 1.8. And when we go into the 30th of November, it's 2.4 billion. So if we go over, now if you want to see these correlations, let's go to the SPY next. And this is deviant. There's no two ways about it. Now, SPY, we back down with 115 million. That 115 is going to 225. Well, that's not enough to break it down, folks. That's the bottom line. You're backing into 324. And what hasn't been tagged out here is the 129.42. We go to the 3Qs. We take a look at the 3Qs, what you have inside the 3Qs. You back down with 32 million shares. That 32 million is going into 78 million. The high there was 55.64. We got into that high. That's saying that the 3Qs can, get into that gap, which is 55.10. And right now you're 55.59. But that's also saying, particularly on the S&P, folks, it's saying on the S&P that S&P cash wants to get into that 1292.66 area. Deviant. Yeah, it's nice and deviant, no doubt. Gold. Let's go take a look at the gold market. What we did with gold out here is this. GCG2. Okay, so gold gets whacked good. Comes down $40. Gold's at 1555. The 1555 took it under the 1562, the swing point of December 15th. That's going to be going after the 1543 area, and I suspect that's going to basically blow that away. And once that blows that away, see you don't want to be a. It's a heavy situation. Let me tell you this. If you go over and take a look at the equities and how they're set up, if we start with the GDX, what you're going to see is this: is that the GDX, is the market vectors deal. Well, you know what, folks? You can pull this all the way back to May of 2010, and anyone that's up there is in a losing position. That is problematic in a huge way. There's going to be a monster leg down here, and it's going to be a monster too. If we go look at the XAU, the XAU, the gold bugs index, what you have with this is that the low that was established on October 4th was 171.31. We've got to 176.34. This is set up the exact same way, and you want to be cognizant of this because the bottom line is that you talk about top-heavy, they're all top-heavy, and they're top-heavy in a big way. Now, the good news, if you're a metals bull, is this, is that we took out B points today of ABC structures on the way down, but we took them out with lighter volume. When you do that, what you have is this, is that you're under that structure. When you're under that structure and you take them out, bottom line, it still wants to go all the way down the other side. And in the gold market, the gold loves to do that. But what you also have, you have a huge distribution top that goes back 16 months. That tells me, bottom line, bang, we're going down there. And down there, folks, is where you want your money, because down there is going to be the buy of probably the last three and a half years. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Let's talk to our man Deke in Clearwater. Hey, Deke, what's happening, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Tommy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Ready for a good new year?
Sure am, my man. It's going to be a great one.
That's right. It absolutely is. We're going to make it a great one.
That's absolutely. You got that right.
Cool, man.
We have to do it. No one's going to do it for us.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Watching my one-trick pony here. I was long as of yesterday in Apple.
Okay.
Today, according to candlesticks, I think it's a bullish engulfing.
Okay, let's see. Bullish engulfing, huh?
I mean a bearish engulfing, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Are you still long?
No, I was out. It got stopped me out yesterday, which was a good deal.
No, that's good. Yeah. It went to right where we thought it was going to go, Deke, Now, the way Apple's set up, folks, I wanted to short Apple, and I didn't because I'm still looking for that 1292 on the S&P. Okay. And the way that Apple even traded today, this isn't done yet either. Apple came down with 8 million shares. You're going into 12 million. You're going into 12 million. It's like, it has nothing at the highs either, but it looks to me like it's going to make another shot for the lows of the highs. I don't think it will hit the highs, but it's going to make another shot up there.
All right, so you're thinking she'll probably make a run tomorrow or the day after?
What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to wait to see how, number one, see, the S&P right now, if the S&P wants to do a small ABC up, that's going to get really interesting because, depending when it would do it, if I just look at the cash S&P, well, here, no, let's look at the SPY. That'll be easier because if you look at the correlation and the SPY, it's like, okay, we have 1292.42 that hasn't been hit yet, and it has some volume there, okay?
Okay.
we could take a small ABC and say, inside the SPY and say, okay, A is 120, the B is 126 yesterday. That's a fairly decent one. That's $6.50 bucks, 6.8 to be exact. If tomorrow we pull back to 124.14, so you come down about another 70 cents, right?
Right.
What you'd have there, if I take $6 on top of the 124, well, bingo, you got 130.
Gotcha.
And if I get that, well, and I'm not going long on this, by the way, folks, okay, but I'm waiting for it to basically come into that. Because the deviant would be not to just do 130, that the thing basically gets up to that 132 or something, and then that's the short position. So,
okay.
because, see, what you're still doing, folks, now, we're bisecting and dissecting this, right, you know, yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here, what are you doing right now? Well, this is what the market's doing right now. The longer market would need so much more volume because we came down on 700 million, but that doesn't mean you can't go up and test those whole levels again from July. So patience is the name of the game, brother.
All right, Tommy. Thanks, man.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Bye.
Let's go to Larry in San Francisco. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing today?
Great. I'm doing good, Tom. I never did thank you. About a month ago or so, you told me to get into Autodesk. It was like $25, and I was switching out of the TZAs. I wanted to go into TNA. No, you said go into Autodesk. I said okay, and I just wanted to thank you for that.
Good.
I'm out of it, but I just wanted to thank you for it.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Yeah. At any rate, what's going on? I got into the SQQQs today, and I wondered what's going on with them today after hours. Well, it filled this order that I had that was like out of the market completely. But that happened at 4:05 p.m. And but after hours, and it's still going on, it's doing more volume than it did all day long. Every minute, it's doing exactly the same amount of volume, and it's been doing it for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so.
Okay, so 7,000. No, I see what you're looking at, 7,000, 7,000. When you're looking at my screen here, folks, that 7.56 is actually 7,000.
It's 800,000, right? A minute?
900. Yeah, that is. Yeah, well, no, I said not 800,000. It's 7,000. 7,500. Those are those trades that are going off. Let me just see something. Yeah, but they're going through at the same numbers. So I mean, it doesn't look like to me.
It doesn't do anything. What does it mean, though? Anything?
No.
Nothing.
No. Yeah, always, when you're trading this, Larry, keep your eye on the NASDAQ futures.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that will correlate to it. Well, actually, right now they're closed. They just closed at 4:15, right? Oh, it's 4:19. Yeah, so they just closed.
They picked me up at $19.90 at 4:05.
Yeah, you stay right there. We'll come right back.